In the future, an evil corporation called Kisaragi Corporation is in the process of conquering Earth, and they're pretty close to total domination. Their supreme leaders are 3 girls who respectively have the powers to control fire, ice, and invent super technology stuff. They send one of their veteran combat agents called Agent 6 to look for other planets like Earth where they can spread their influence. Agent 6 is one of their top agents, but he's also very passionate about women's watermelons, or should I say, milkmelons. Very cultured. He even tries to grab the melons of the supreme leaders and gets smacked in return. The supreme leaders of Kisaragi also send a super intelligent android named Alice with Agent 6. Alice immediately insults Agent 6 for being a perv. They give Agent 6 a bracelet that he can use to ask for any supplies he needs. Agent 6's mission will be to set up a base and a teleporter for Kisaragi Corporation. He should also collect intel about those planets. Agent 6 and Alice arrive on another planet. He considers asking for more stuff, but Alice reminds him that he can only use these things called evil points to ask for more accessories. They get evil points for doing, well, evil stuff. And right now, Agent 6 only has 300 points because he spent most of his points on dirty magazines. Suddenly, they're attacked by strange dog-like creatures. Agent 6 has enhanced physical strength and he kills many of the dogs, but one of them traps him. Alice can't fight because she's not a combat android, so Agent 6 uses some evil points to ask for a shotgun, which Alice uses to one-shot the dog. Suddenly, a knight named Snow comes and points her sword at them. Alice makes up a fake story and tells Snow that they're from another kingdom and that Agent 6 is a high-ranking nobility. Snow believes Alice because of her cute, innocent nature. She introduces herself as the commander of the Kingdom of Grace. Snow takes them to the Grace Kingdom, and at the gates, they see a broken tank. Snow says that it's an ancient weapon that once protected them from a great demon. Then she introduces them to Princess Tilly's, a sweet girl. Agent 6 immediately starts drooling like a simp. Tilly's asks for help in protecting her kingdom because a nearby kingdom is ruled by a powerful demon lord and they keep attacking this kingdom. Next, Snow shows them an artifact they use to bring down rain, but it seems to be broken, so they have to buy water from other kingdoms. Alice easily fixes it. When they have to reset the password, Agent 6 says I can't say that. He says something that's very similar to Sausage Festival. He did this to earn evil points, but the royal family finds out and arrests him. The other nobilities say that Agent 6 must be executed, but Tilly's is against it, as they fix the machine and the king just easily agrees. Alice realizes that Princess Tilly's is one with a real power here. Princess Tilly's makes Agent 6 a knight of the kingdom and a leader of a unit. Snow will be working with him, even though she hates it because of her superiority complex. They start forming their team. Alice picks 2 fighters with the best records. First is Rose, a chimera girl who can absorb the powers of anything she eats. If I had that power, I would end up turning into a pizza for sure. Lately, Rose has been eating fire-breathing demons, so she sprouted a tail, a wing, and a horn. The other one is a Grimm, a wheelchair-bound wizard who immediately becomes clingy towards Agent 6, even when he pulls up her skirt to earn evil points. Then Agent 6 and Snow have an argument over who is actually in command. Agent 6 grabs her milkmelons, so I guess there's that. The next day, they go to fight the monsters. Snow believes in a straightforward attack on the camp, as that's honorable, but Alice cunningly advises them to cut the enemy supply even though it's made up of weak enemies. They attack the supply line and chase the enemies away. Then, Rose uses her absorbed powers to burn it. Suddenly, a demon commander appears, named Hane. Agent 6 does what he does best, taking pictures of Hane from all angles. Hane offers him lots of women if he joins them. Agent 6 is a man of culture, so he quickly accepts her offer. Alice has to slap him back to reality. Then they work together to shoot Hane's griffin. Another demon commander named Goddelkant appears and squashes Grimm like a mosquito. Then, he and Hane fly away. Agent 6 is absolutely furious at what he did to Grimm, but Snow says that Grimm won't die from a simple attack like that. Because she's an archpriest to an underworld god, she will always come back to life. Snow admits that the people in their kingdom are scumbags who treat Rose and Grimm terribly because they're different from others. They take Grimm's body to a temple where she will recover within the night. Agent 6 stays back to give her company when she wakes up. Grimm wakes up and thanks him for waiting for her. All the others have always found her too creepy. Then they go on a rampage all over town, disturbing other lovey-dovey couples. Now that looks like my kind of fun. The next day, the king and Tilly's thanks him for stopping the demon's army supplies. Then they talk about the chosen one who will defeat the demon king. He will have a special mark on his hand. Agent 6 shows his mosquito bite and claims it to be himself, but Tilly says that her brother, the prince, already has the mark of the chosen one. Later, Rose gives a little backstory of herself. She was found in some ancient ruins by a scientist who taught her everything about this world, but he died soon after in an accident. Later, Agent 6 complains about how he has not gone to touch nice milkmelons ever since he came to this planet. To calm him down, Alice grabs his hands and puts them onto her no, those are apples. Later, they're called to a war meeting where they plan to invade a tower with a special treasure at the top. It's guarded by strong demons that even the Chosen One could not defeat. While the rest of the army assaults the tower, Agent 6 waits until evening. Then he uses a nail gun to climb the tower from the outside. Snow starts getting tired because she fought with the rest of the army during the day, so Agent 6 puts her on his back. It's actually a scheme to feel her melons on his back though. They finally reach the top where the two strong demons who defeated the Chosen One are standing and laughing, so they just kick the goat demon over the railing. By the time he climbs back up, they have already overpowered the bull demon. Then Agent 6 blackmails the goat demon into surrendering the tower if he wants his friend alive. Later, Snow gives him a reward for his actions, a bag full of gold coins enough for a family to live in luxury for a year. Alice also gets a bag of coins as a reward. The kingdom's main strategist is jealous of Agent 6, so he suggests the general send Agent 6's unit on a super important but also dangerous mission of stopping the Demon King's commanders. Snow's excited, but Agent 6 and Alice clearly see this as a scheme by the strategist to get them killed. Still, they go to battle where they meet Hein's army. Their own human soldiers get too excited and just charge into battle. Snow goes to fight Hein while Agent 6 battles her golem, but he's barely surviving against it. So Alice makes a request for an explosive while Agent 6 releases the safety on his combat suit. Then they attach the explosive to the golem and Agent 6 single-handedly throws it away. Then it explodes. Since Agent 6 released the safety on his suit for 1 minute, he will not be able to walk for 3 minutes. With the worst timing possible, Hein appears and prepares a powerful attack, but Grimm uses a curse on her which paralyzes Hein in the spot. Then Snow attacks her and manages to steal her Magicite, which is the source of all her powers. In exchange for having it back, Agent 6 makes her do lots of embarrassing poses which he takes pictures of right in front of her army. He also gets lots of evil points for these evil actions. Then he puts the Magicite in his banana and tells her to take it. But Hein is way too embarrassed to do that, so she flies away. That night, the humans celebrate this great victory. During the celebrations, Agent 6 teases Snow, saying that she must be in love with him. Snow gets frustrated, so the strategist comes to her with an offer. He gives her money and tells her to find proof that Agent 6 is an enemy spy. But Snow starts to realize that Agent 6 may be obnoxious, but he's a really good fighter, so she decides not to go against them. However, she overhears Agent 6 and Alice talking about their spy mission, so she confronts them. But since they helped the kingdom until now, she asks them to leave instead of arresting them. Agent 6 and Alice leave the kingdom and the strategist promotes Snow. Agent 6 and Alice are actually having a good time, setting up a base. Now they need to set up a teleporter that can bring more Kisaragi agents to this planet. That will take another month. Alice says that the Demon King is planning to attack the kingdom again and asks him if he wants to do something about that. Later in town, they get terrible news that the Chosen One has gone missing. Turns out the Chosen One was going to beat Faustulus, one of the commanders under the Demon King, but Faustulus used a random teleportation and no one knows where the two of them are now. Without the Chosen One, this kingdom has no hope. That night, Princess Teles comes and reveals that she knows Agent 6 is a spy, but she does not arrest him and instead asks him to watch the battle against the demons even if they lose. Meanwhile, the general prepares soldiers to protect the kingdom, while Hein, Gadelkand, and their army march to them. Suddenly, Hein sees her Magicite lying on the ground, and she goes to pick it up. Princess Teles reveals that she can also do minor magic like creating a bit of water. I can also create water, but only in the bathroom. That evening, the demon army arrives at the city, and a huge battle begins. Grimm uses a curse that stops the golems. Then she and Rose fight Gadelkand while telling Snow to go save the princess. Snow finds Agent 6 taking the princess somewhere safe, and tells him that Grimm and Rose are delaying the enemy at the risk of their own lives. Snow asks him to fight for them, so Agent 6 agrees. He uses his evil points to ask for a rifle, which makes Alice a bit annoyed for not focusing on their mission for Kisaragi. But he does not have enough points because he apparently used them up in dirty magazines, so Alice tells him to go punch the useless king. But Snow offers herself. Agent 6 does what he does best and pulls down her panties, earning lots of evil points. Then he goes ballistic on the monsters and takes down the golems. So Hein, Gadelkand, and a few monsters come to them and fight. In close combat, the monsters actually dodge the rifle, so Agent 6 asks for an R buzzsaw which he once used to cut down many heroes on Earth. He can use it for only 1 minute, so he releases the safeties on his combat suit as well. Then he makes quick work of Gadelkand and the other monsters in mere seconds. Everyone is scared out of their wits, even Hein and Agent 6's own allies. But he does not kill Hein and offers a 1-month truce, so she takes the rest of the armies away. After the battle, Snow kisses him as a thank you for everything he's done. Then Agent 6 prepares to leave, but his team members beg him to stay and help fight the Demon Lord. Agent 6 agrees and even offers to call other combat agents from the Kisaragi Corporation. Then he and Alice pull out the hair of the strategist. Kisaragi Corporation sends another agent to help Agent 6, a mutant named Tiger Man. They could only send Tiger Man because the rest of the agents are busy with their conquest of Earth. Sometime later, Tilly says that her father, the king, has disappeared, so they are unable to activate the weather machine as it requires the king's voice. So she sends Agent 6's unit to the next kingdom called Taurus to negotiate the import of water stones. Teely's wants Snow to seduce the Prince of Taurus, which they will use to blackmail them and get a good deal. They meet the Prince of Taurus, Prince Angle, and Snow quickly starts flirting with him. But Prince Angle knows that he's not that attractive, so her flirtations are not that useful. Grimm and Rose also make a mess at the party. So Agent 6 and Alice go around the castle investigating. They find another one of the Demon Lord's commanders called Russell. Russell is also a chimera like Rose, and he attacks them. Hane also arrives, so Agent 6 quickly captures her and uses her as a hostage. Then he fondles her milkmelons and earns a lot of evil points. They find out that the Kingdom of Taurus has been selling water stones to the demons, and they're signing a non-aggressive pact. Turns out the demons are attacking human lands only because a beast called the Sand King has been attacking their country. If the Sand King is gone, then the demons will also no longer attack others. So Snow tries to seduce Angle, and so does Hane, making Agent 6 really jealous of the prince. Turns out Angle is not interested in women, and he starts eyeing Agent 6. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. So Agent 6 goes and puts his sausage over Angle's bald head. So anyways, the Kingdom of Taurus declares war on them. Princess Teely's demotes Snow and sends them on a mission to find a magical water-giving nut that can only be found in the Sand King's territory. They manage to collect lots of these nuts, but they're immediately attacked by the Sand King himself. The nuts are a part of his body that he uses to store water. The Sand King chases after them, so they jump out of the jeep to distract it, losing all the water nuts in the process. Now they only have no way of getting back. They have no choice but to cross the desert on foot. To survive, they have to eat orc meat. Agent 6 is totally against that, but he has no choice as the others force it in him. That night, he gives them the opportunity of being touched by him, so he'll get evil points, you see. But the girls don't agree. After a week of heat, dehydration, and hunger, they're going a little mad. Agent 6 starts to think that Rose is physically attracted towards him. Later, Snow becomes unconscious, so Alice tells him to do nasty things to her to earn evil points. But Agent 6 is not degenerate enough to do that to a sleeping girl. Suddenly, Rose forces himself on him. He thinks it's bedroom stuff, but she has dinner table intentions. They get into a fight, and Agent 6 manages to earn lots of evil points, getting them a dune buggy. They return back to the palace where Princess Teely shows them a map of an ancient ruins where an ancient weapon is hidden. Hane and Russell are already looking for it, and Teely wants Agent 6 to find it before they do. Meanwhile, down on Earth, the Kisaragi leaders have managed to defeat all the remaining heroes and complete their mission of conquering Earth. So the leader, who's a technical genius, Lilith, organizes a live stream secretly taking videos of the other two leaders in skimpy outfits. Also, the Kisaragi Corporation holds a yearly vote amongst its members to see who is the most popular leader. Belial always comes first, while the ice user Astaroth always comes second. Astaroth and Agent 6 are also attracted to each other. Suddenly, they find out that Lilith was streaming them and explode her into oblivion. Then the time for the votes, but Lilith wins for the first time in history, but she got more votes than voters. Since she cheated, Belial explodes her again. Suddenly, Belial gets news that a party of heroes are attacking them, so they go to fight. Astaroth commands Agent 6 not to lose to the Demon Lord as well. Alice makes their plans. The armies of Grace will fight the Taurus army, while Tiger Man and some soldiers will deal with the demon army in the forest. Agent 6 and herself will go to the ruins to find the weapon. When they reach there, Hane, Russell, and their demon soldiers have also already arrived. While the demons are sleeping, they sneak into the ruins. It turns out to be advanced technology from some long-lost civilization. They even find remnants of battle robots. Rose says that she finds this place and these robots familiar for some reason. A little ahead, they find Hane and Russell finishing up some battle robots. The group follows them in secret. They finally reach the secret weapon and Russell starts activating it. But Agent 6 kicks his balls from the back. Then he takes him hostage to control Hane. But Alice says that Russell has stopped breathing. She gives him a shot that wakes him up, and Agent 6 commands him to open the ancient weapon. Rose, Grimm, and Snow start wondering, are we the bad guys? But Russell activates the machine and goes inside. Agent 6 takes Hane hostage, but she teleports back to her castle. Agent 6 tries to grab and instead grabs something equally important, her bra. Hane reaches the Demon Lord's castle topless. That's a lot of evil points. Then the rest of the guys run away while Russell chases after them, and she traps them in the ruins and starts destroying the building. Rose offers to negotiate with Russell because they're both chimeras, but Agent 6 realizes that she's scared, so he decides to do something himself. Alice offers to use her evil points to order something that will help win the battle, but Agent 6 must stall Russell until then. They both acknowledge each other's responsibilities, and Agent 6 goes out. He taunts Russell while evading the attacks. Then he requests for lots of weapons which he uses to stall Russell. After a long battle of Tom and Jerry, Russell realizes that Agent 6 is just trying to stall him, so he starts going back in, and Agent 6 uses this distraction to slice the mecha's leg with a buzzsaw. The mecha falls on Agent 6 himself, so Russell captures him and starts squeezing him. But suddenly they hear this loud noise coming in from the ruins. It's Kisaragi Corporation's scary weapon called the Destroyer. That's right, Russell. Get wrecked. Alice and Russell get into an epic battle. It's so epic that they don't even show it to us. So we can't show it to you. But we do know what happens next. Agent 6 wakes up 3 days later having his injuries fixed up by Alice. She informs that they've captured Russell and the Taurus army retreated because of the destroyer. Tiger Man took care of the demon army in the forest. They go meet Russell and ask him to join them and provide water to their kingdom. But Russell flat out refuses and even teases him. So Tiger Man comes and he starts drooling over Russell. So Russell quickly agrees to work for them. They go about their normal lives while Princess Teales works on preparing a peace agreement with the Kingdom of Taurus. But the Kisaragi Corporation quickly put them under control. Astaroth wonders if she should go to Agent 6 and help him. Meanwhile, Agent 6 tells Alice of his dreams of conquering as many worlds as possible and building a harem. What a dream, what a hero. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on the notification, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.